Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It's great to have you with us. I tell you, Trump was absolute savage in last night's debate. Completely dominated the entire thing. It was great. I mean, because people were wondering, okay, well, you have this new video that's come out where Donald Trump is vulgarly talking about women. It occurred 11 years ago. And people were thinking, okay, Trump's done for. It's over. That is it. This is a thing that's going to kick him to the curb. And it appears, I mean, Trump is doing fantastic. I was taking a live poll thing. It's part of WSPD 1370 out of Toledo, Ohio. And they have a section for local, and then they have a section for national. And I was part of the national poll that they had on there. And I was taking it. And at the end of it, they displayed the results. And I was just amazed by it. 84% of their participants said that after watching last night's debate, they are more likely to vote for Donald Trump. 84%, guys. Now, if we go to Drudge Report's poll, they found, listen to this, that a whopping 77.12% said that Trump won the debate, with Hillary Clinton at 22.88%. I mean, and that was out of 306,683 votes. So 77% compared to 22%, nearly 23%. So Trump won that one. Daily Caller found that Donald Trump received 90%, that he won the debate, with Hillary Clinton at 10. And if we go over here to Frank Luntz, pollster Frank Luntz tweeted that 16 members of his focus group determined that Trump was the winner, while 6 of them thought that Clinton was. And if we go to Frank Luntz on Twitter, he asked the question, who are you willing to vote for? Before the debate, you had 8 polling for Hillary and 9 polling for Trump. After the debate, 4 half split, 4 voting for Trump, 4 voting for Hillary, 4 voting for Hillary, 18 voting for Trump. So you had 8 voting for Hillary and 9 voting for Trump before the debate. After the debate, 4 were voting for Hillary. Lost half of her support, 4 voting for Hillary, 18 voting for Trump. So if that's any reflection of how the nation feels, which we'll be finding in the polls that are soon to come, it's quite absolutely fascinating what's going on here. And by the way, CNN's reporting that Hillary won. Massively, Hillary won is what CNN's reporting. And we're going to get to a story debunking CNN here in a minute, because Cowger Nation received a tip. It actually came into yours truly. And I investigated it and found, yep, it was accurate. CNN has been instructing their focus groups on what to say praising Hillary Clinton. And we have the footage of that. There was a hot mic incident that took place yesterday. We have 3 sources of where that incident occurred. We'll be getting to that later on in the program. But if you want to go watch a video, it's available on CowgerNation.com, and we have it right up there on the front page. So you can be sure to go and read that. But anyway, guys, so that's what we have going on here. And then we have the video thing, because all the media outlets have been talking about this. You have Fox News talking about it, Megyn Kelly. You have CNN, MSNBC. All these major news outlets are talking about this, okay? And it was right there on the weekend, so I'm not able to talk about it on the radio show, unfortunately, but it gave me a little bit of time to think about it. So over the weekend, I've been thinking how to approach this Trump video thing, because Trump made these absolutely horrible remarks regarding women. For lack of a better word, they were deplorable. But it was they were horrible remarks. But then something hit me. These remarks happened 11 years ago. 11 years ago. 11 years ago, Trump was a Democrat when he made those lewd remarks against women. He was pro-choice. He was still palling around with Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was still the icon of the Democratic Party. I mean, so Republicans shouldn't be the ones apologizing for Trump's remarks. It should be the Democratic Party, because Trump was just trying to be a good Democrat. So, I mean, guys, it's the truth. I mean, it happened 11 years ago. Trump was registered Democrat. So, should it really be the Republican Party that's out there saying, we apologize for Donald Trump's remarks? Oh gosh, no. He was just trying to be a good Democrat. That's what's going on there. I mean, yeah, that's just a little bit of Cowger's commentary on that one, because it's truth. I mean, it happened 11 years ago. Trump was pro-choice. Politically, he was the opposite of what he is now. He did a 180, and saw the light. And on top of all that, here's something else that's important to note. James Dobson, Dr. James Dobson, was at the Value Voters Summit this year. And I had an opportunity to talk with him, and I was with one of my friends at Rights for Cowger Nation, and we were standing along there with Dr. Dobson, and we were talking about various things, and one of the writers at Cowger Nation brought up, well, didn't you say that Donald Trump gave his heart over to God? Because that's great. And he said, yeah, a friend of mine told me that Trump gave his heart over to God. The media ran with it and said that I am the one who converted him. No, that's not it. A friend of mine did it and told me that, so that's based upon what she said. But if that is true, and Donald Trump gave his heart over to God, what does that mean? That means that everything that Trump did in his past has been washed. It's been cleansed by the blood of Jesus Christ. Now, Trump is a baby Christian, all right? I've said that on this show before. Trump is a baby Christian if he truly gave his heart and soul over to God. He's a baby Christian. But that means that everything that he did in his past is gone. And now comes the time of where he begins living a life in Christ. Because what you witnessed in that video with Donald Trump is somebody who is not born again, somebody who is not saved. That's somebody that uses vulgarity, that has sex on the brain, and you don't participate in that. That is praising adultery. The Bible says that when you look at a woman, this is what Jesus said, when you look at a woman with lust in your heart, it is the same as committing adultery with her. Donald Trump was looking at a woman with lust, multiple women with lust in his heart. Because even if he didn't do anything, he was still thinking it. He was still mentally wanting to commit adultery with them. And based upon what he was saying in that conversation, he was trying to commit adultery with somebody. But even if you think about doing it, it's the same as committing adultery in your heart. And guys, I hate to tell you this, but CNN, MSNBC, and all these other news organizations have been saying, well, this doesn't happen in locker rooms. I can tell you as a high school student that's been in public school, in middle school and high school, talk that is similar to that does occur in locker rooms. It's just all of a sudden that all these women around America, I guess, are outraged that this is how some guys actually talk. Well, I hate to tell you, it's the truth. I don't engage in that type of conversation because I'm born again. I'm a Christian. I don't talk that way. But people who are not saved discuss that. And liberals, I want to tell you this. If you have a problem with the way that Donald Trump talked in that video that occurred 11 years ago, before he allegedly developed a relationship with God, or decided to repent, if you have such a problem with that type of language occurring in boys' locker rooms, then stop trying to push God out of the school systems. Because if God still existed in there, if God was still in the schools, people would not widely accept perversion like what occurred in that video, the type of language that occurred in that video. It's just further proof we need God in America again. So liberals, stop trying to act like you're morally superior when you try to get rid of the person who created morality. So guys, I'm sorry, it's so hypocritical of the liberal left. Since when did the liberals become such advocates for morality? I mean, they fought us on the whole same-sex marriage thing. They have absolutely nothing. They have no problem whatsoever with people slaughtering children, referring to abortion. No problem with that. That's A-OK, all hunky-dory. But when it comes to Trump's remarks made 11 years ago, ooh, we can't have that. I guess language matters more than actions. That's why Trump is being recognized as somebody that should be shunned, and Bill Clinton is catapulted up to the top on Liberal Mountain. It's absolutely disgusting. They are deplorable, some of them. I mean, to be honest with you, that is deplorable. You want to talk about a basket of deplorables? You take a look at these hypocrites that are perfectly A-OK with sexual immorality any other time of the day, but when it comes to Donald Trump, and he's a Republican, although at the time he made those remarks, it's important to point out he was a Democrat. Go figure, an immoral Democrat. It truly highlights the hypocrisy that exists among the liberals. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm disgusted with progressives, even more so because it is so apparent how biased the media is. Because now it should be vivid to the entire country that the media is actively working to take Donald Trump out. It was obvious with the two moderators, Anderson Cooper and whatever the other girl's name was. I don't even remember. But you had her, and then you had Hillary Clinton, 3 against 1, as Trump put it, and he was absolutely right, completely right. But it's so absolutely obvious that the media is out to get Donald Trump. And as we're going to reveal in the CNN story that's coming out here pretty soon, we have it on CowgerNation.com if you want to check it out. CNN was instructing their focus group on what to say, saying that Hillary Clinton made an excellent point when she said that America's already great. You tell that to all the people that are unemployed, Hillary, because they don't think that this country is all that super right now, especially the government. I mean, guys, I'm so absolutely disgusted with the direction that this country is headed, and I think that Americans are too. But one thing that you are going to have to understand, and guys, I'm going to tell you, because there are some people out there that get really depressed when they watch television, okay? They get super depressed, and they get the feeling like, I am not going to be able to go to the polls. What's the sense of even going? You might be feeling that way. Maybe you're listening to me and you're feeling that way. Let me tell you, if it means turning off the TV and just listening to this program to give you enough inspiration to go to the polls on November 8th, then you do that, okay? Because we're going to debunk everything that the mainstream media is doing to take out Trump and everything that Hillary Clinton is doing to take Donald Trump out. You just tune into this program. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to tell you like it is. Because, guys, listen, Trump's remarks were horrible. They were awful. But they took place 11 years ago. He was a Democrat 11 years ago. He was a liberal 11 years ago. And on top of that, from what we understand, Trump has accepted Christ as his personal Lord and Savior this year. So if that is true, everything that he did in his past, going all the way to Playboy, has been washed and cleansed by the blood of Jesus Christ. That's if he's truly repented. And as many people have discussed, we think Trump was genuinely converted. We think that Trump genuinely is seeking God. Talk it over with James Dobson, Tony Perkins. Talk it over with them. Because I think that he has. I think that he is truly going in that direction. That's why he has created a council consisting of Tony Perkins, consisting of James Dobson, and several others, because he wants to see this country go back to God. And I think that he's truly starting to see there is power in what the Word says. And I think that he's truly seeing, hey, you know what? Maybe I need this in my life. Because what you saw in that video of Donald Trump was a man who was sexually unstable. It was a man who did not have God, who did not have in his life what he actually needed to have. And he looked to that for happiness rather than looking to God. And that's why I think that Trump has started to turn over to the Lord. Because he's realized, hey, there's been something missing in my life all this time. And these various things that I've done to try to replace that, be it women, be it money, be it whatever, God's the only answer. Because if Trump has truly confessed his sins and has truly given his heart over to God, it doesn't matter what he's done in his past. That's covered by the blood. 1 John chapter 1, verse 9. It says that if we confess our sins, he's faithful and just to forgive us of our sins and cleanse us from all unrighteousness. We know that Clintons have continued living in their immoral lifestyle, but I think that that might be very well what's going on with Donald Trump right now. We'll be right back after this.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to
Yeah, I want to
say
give
it.
a shout out to our friends at WXMB FM there in the Myrtle Beach area and all our listeners there. I want you to know that I am keeping all of you in prayer. Please write to the program, me at CaidenCowgerProgram.com, or give us a call at 1-727-478-2694. Let us know what's going on down there. Tell us what's going on with you, because I'm personally I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know how everything's going. I've been talking with Patrick, our wonderful program director at WXMB down there. Try to get a hold of Ron as well. But yeah, guys, let us know everything that's going on. Because of course, I mean, I want to help out in any way that I can. I'm all the way up here in West Virginia, but I'll do what I can. So please just give us a call, 1-727-478-2694. Same goes for our friends in Florida listening in on WJHC. Give us a call, 1-727-478-2694. Let us know what's going on. Anyway, guys, please, by the way, I also want you to know I have all of you in prayer. And all my listeners, I ask you, please keep all of the people in Florida, all the people along the East Coast that were affected by this horrible hurricane, Matthew, in prayer. They really need it right now. So anyway, guys, I want to get to this CNN story that I was telling you about because it is quite interesting. CNN reported that 57% of Trump viewers, 57% of viewers say that Clinton won the debate. This is according to a CNN poll. 57% of viewers say that Clinton won the debate. Now, here's the thing. This is, of course, making big headline news among the liberals. Clinton won. Really? Clinton won. Okay. If Clinton won the debate, how did she do it? Because she was on defense all night. Just because she didn't faint does not mean that she won the debate. I hate to break it to you liberals. Oh, she was completely healthy. She didn't fall. She didn't faint. So she was great. She won. Really? Okay. Well, here's the thing, guys. Don't believe a word that CNN says. See, that's what the thing I was telling you about listening to this program makes you feel a little bit better. Don't believe a word that CNN says. And here's why. We caught CNN instructing their focus group on what to say praising Hillary Clinton. That's right. Yeah, well, we caught it right there at Cowger Nation. We actually received a tip from one of our readers, and they told us, hey, you really need to get this out. So we have an audio bit here for you, and then I'll transcribe it after it's over, but it's really quite fascinating, and I'm sure that many of you are going to enjoy it. So we're going to go ahead and play this. It's from CNN.
That America already is great, but we are great because we are good.
America's great.
Hear that?
All right,
There we
so
go.
I'm going to ask.
Now, let me explain to you what you just heard. You just heard Hillary Clinton saying America is great because we are good, okay? Right when she said that, you had the CNN pollster. Her name was Pamela Brown, and she was caught on a hot mic coaching and rehearsing with the focus group on what to say, praising the Democratic presidential nominee, Hillary Clinton. And Brown stated, expressing it using instructing hand gestures to the focus group, America is great because we are good. She was whispering that. America is great because we are good. And then she realized, oh, no, I'm back on air. Oops. Go ahead and listen to what the focus group participant then says. Go ahead.
What was it about Hillary Clinton's argument that resonated with you following Donald Trump's defense of the video?
She stated that America is already great.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, America is already great. America is already great. Well, gee, I wonder who told you that. These people are brainless. They're pawns that CNN finds. CNN finds these pawns, puts them on TV, and says, hey, say what we want you to say, and everything will go all right, okay? And then CNN, yeah, they exalt them to the top, put them on TV, make it out like, oh, my gosh, it's all hope is lost. Hillary's won. I might as well not even vote. See, that's what I mean. This is what the media does. And then they put out these ridiculous polls. 57% of viewers say that Clinton won the debate. Hogwash. Bull hockey. My goodness, that is not true. Not true at all. Hillary Clinton did not win that debate, and everybody knows it. So you go out and you tell your friends that Donald Trump won the debate. You tell them you don't care what CNN says. You don't care what any other media organization says. Donald Trump won the debate. Why? Because Caiden Cowger said so. That's what you tell them. That's what you tell them. I'm the only poll that you need. I'm the only poll that matters. Okay? Because I can see right through this garbage, and you should be able to too, based upon what we presented to you. And another thing that I want to play, and I don't even think I have the audio bit for this, but I do have the quote. Hillary Clinton, during this debate, because I was live tweeting the entire thing, Hillary Clinton, during the entire debate, was saying that she had all of this support from people, that she was being fully supported. I guess the poll numbers that have come out regarding Hillary Clinton's honesty were 14% of people believe in Bigfoot and 11% of people believe that Hillary Clinton is honest. More people believe in Bigfoot than trust Hillary Clinton. In this debate, I was tweeting the entire thing. And one of the things that Hillary said was that Bernie Sanders supports her 100%. Bernie Sanders supports Hillary Clinton 100%, according to her. Really? I didn't know that. That's another lie. Bernie Sanders does not support Hillary. Maybe 50.1%, just enough to endorse her over Trump. But Bernie does not fully support Hillary. After what she did to him, stealing the debate away from that guy genuinely wanted to be president. You should have watched him at the DNC. The guy was bawling like a baby. Especially when his brother came up. I mean, for the first time in my life, I felt bad for a socialist. I mean, it was sad. I mean, he's like, I want to be president. And Hillary Clinton's just like, crown me, I want the nomination. So, ready for a coronation. But anyway, I mean, guys, that's what was going on. And Hillary says, Bernie supported me 100%. He supports me 100%. Tell that to Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Hillary, okay? Tell that to Dandruff Debbie. It's not going like you say. The majority of people in your party think that you are a crook. And the only reason why you ended up winning the nomination is because of your little connections in the head of the DNC. And that's just my assessment of the entire thing. Guys, I got to tell you. It's really just absolutely disgusting, the entire Clinton family. And then how they try to make it out like Hillary Clinton. And this is the thing that gets me. The thing that I thought was so funny after this video came out is that all of a sudden Hillary Clinton, the Clinton family, is being portrayed by the mainstream media as somehow being morally superior to Donald Trump. I mean, they're barely morally superior than the devil, okay? So to say that they're morally superior than Trump, oh my gosh, whew. I mean, could you sell a worse story than that? And then the media wonders, why doesn't the country trust us? Probably because you make stupid remarks like that. I mean, I'm just saying, it's, that's a good one. But guys, you know, we have even more stories here. I mean, we've got a story from WikiLeaks, a whole bunch of information from WikiLeaks that we're going to have to get to it. Can we get to it in this segment? We're going to have to get to it in the next segment. I'm almost out of time in this one, but we're going to cover the emails and some stuff. I'm running out of time. Running out of time in 1 hour. I'm going to have to move some of this to the show airing tomorrow. Hate it when that happens. But anyway, we have a whole bunch of content that we're going to have to get to. I'm probably just going to be breaking it up into pieces throughout this entire week, cram it all in here. But yeah, we're going to cover the WikiLeaks email next. And if we also have time, I want to get to the affair situation too, the rape allegations of Bill Clinton, because Breitbart News conducted interviews with those women. I want to try to cover that in the next segment, so we're going to do our best to get to that. But guys, it's really just quite absolutely horrible. It's deplorable what he did to those women, and I think you need to hear it. So we'll be right back.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 800-824-9762. Again, 800-824-9762. That's 800-824-9762. 800-824-9762.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. It is great to have you with us. So we're going to try to cram everything in here. Want to cover the WikiLeaks emails. So WikiLeaks uncovered a whole bunch of emails pertaining to Hillary Clinton and her corruption. And the best video that I found, it was released by an organization. It's actually a user. 1791L is what he goes by on Twitter and on YouTube. But really just a wonderful video he created highlighting the entire thing. Going to go ahead and play it for you. This is in his segment or a series called The Enterprise. Go ahead.
WikiLeaks has released communications between John Podesta and top Clinton campaign officials Robbie Mook and Brian Fallon. These communications show Hillary Clinton completely bending over backwards for Wall Street to an even worse degree than Americans expected. A Clinton campaign spokesperson responded to the WikiLeaks Podesta emails publication saying, "We're not going to confirm the authenticity of stolen documents." Ironically, the Clinton campaign celebrated stolen Trump tax returns less than a week ago. Never before has such an anti-capitalist, crony politician been exposed to this level. Interestingly enough, Twitter featured 2 stories on the Trump tapes on their front page and nothing on these Podesta emails. They also hid the number of tweets about the topic and added descriptions, and that's unlike everything else that was trending. The following has been revealed in this harbinger of an email dump. This is the first of 9 more publications WikiLeaks plans on releasing before the election. Let's begin. Number 1. With the most damning of all the emails where Hillary openly states she lies to American voters, saying she has a private policy view that differs from her public policy views. Quote, "But if everyone's watching, all of the backroom discussions and the deals, then people get a little nervous, to say the least." Number 2. Hillary Clinton called the American people, quote, "a collection of generally underrepresented, low social capital individuals who have become increasingly networked and motivated. This group, that our analysts are calling buckets of losers, could be a significant force in the next election," end quote. Additionally, she explicitly said in a paid speech to Wall Street, "I'm kind of far removed from the struggles of the middle class." 4. Hillary Clinton knew that in 2014, quote-unquote, everyone was being hacked, including personal emails. To quote Clinton, "But at the State Department, we were attacked every hour, more than once an hour, by incoming efforts to penetrate everything we had," end quote. Yet somehow, she thought it was okay to set up an unsecured private server. Another email indicates John Podesta of the Hillary campaign literally coordinated with a super PAC, which is unequivocally illegal. Another leak shows the mainstream media lies to the American public. Quote, "I also know that the gruesome accounts of murders committed by ISIS are shocking to a U.S. audience, in part because the far greater number of people killed by the U.S. interventionism in the Middle East have never been presented in an honest way to the American people. Most of us have not heard the gruesome details or stories of the families that have lost loved ones as a result of U.S. military and CIA actions." Another email revealed that Sanders wrote that women fantasize about being raped by 3 men simultaneously. And in another email, Hillary Clinton wanted to deal in Iran's favor and give them billions to fund terrorism. Another email shows that in a private speech to Jews, she said, "Saudis have exported a more extreme ideology than any other place on earth." Interestingly, she takes millions from them to her private slush fund, the Clinton Foundation, and then champions as an LGBT leader, while the Saudis throw gays off cranes and systematically participate in honor kills.
There you go.
She also champions as a hero for women. But as you know, women are systematically and violently oppressed in Saudi Arabia. We will continue to update you as more information is released. Thank you for watching The Enterprise.
Yep. That woman is pure evil. She is pure evil. Do you honestly want to make her the next president of the United States? Because the mainstream media, they're actively working to promote Hillary Clinton and to make sure that you are more focused on what Donald Trump said 11 years ago before he allegedly gave his heart over to God, before he was even a Republican. He was a Democrat back then. best buds with Bill Clinton. Golfed together. I wouldn't say best buds, but was a friend of Bill's. You're going to believe the media, and you're going to listen to the media over that. Because I'm going to tell you something. I've been around some politicians, and sometimes they don't always talk appropriately when they're behind closed doors. A lot of people are like that. If you think that Hillary Clinton hasn't said stuff similar to this about men, then, you really aren't in the real world. Now, I want to get over to this, too, because this is from Breitbart News. Breitbart News brought a bunch of Bill Clinton accusers into a room for the first time. They brought Broderick, Wiley, and Jones, Bill Clinton's accusers, and said that their crimes, that they're terrified of enabler Hillary. Guys, this is really just quite a touching interview that took place. It's really revealing of how they feel. But go ahead and listen to this. This is Bill Clinton's accusers. These are Bill Clinton's accusers. Go ahead.
Clinton is a fake feminist.
Hillary
no
Clinton.
woman who advocates for women attacks the victims of sexual assault, be it by her husband or anybody else. And that's the reason I'm here, because I want everyone to know that this woman is not an advocate for women. She is a fake feminist.
Absolutely.
I mean, but she's making video after video. It's a huge part of her campaign. What do you say, though, to the millennial voters out there who see this and who believe that Hillary stands for women?
Oh, I think they need to research and to understand that Hillary is not for women. She needs to research what Bill Clinton and she did to all of us.
Absolutely. You know, they called us bimbos, drag $100 bills through a trailer park, and you don't know what you're going to come back with. The bimbo eruption. I mean, she hasn't tried to talk to any of us women. Has she ever tried to talk to any of y'all to apologize or ask about what her husband
What do
says?
you think about her calling you bimbos? I mean, you are the women that were called that name.
Oh, I think it was so disrespectful. But that's how she had to try to get a handle on the situation.
Right.
She was disrespectful to all of us. And she had these people handle this, what she called bimbo eruption.
Instead of reaching out to us and asking us and finding out for herself, whether she believed us or not, then she would have known. But she didn't care to. Instead, it just kept going about we were unworthy, we were just bimbos, we were white trash, all of that. And that's exactly what she's always done. If she really cared about us as women, we are women, aren't we? Okay, so why didn't she try to reach out to us and ask us? And then she could have made a logical decision on her own whether she really believed us or not. Well, she would have believed us.
We've been called bimbos, whores, sluts, trailer trash. Can you think of any others that are any worse?
No.
I can't.
Just all of it.
Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
And why should she get a pass? She's got a lot of nerve over the years.
And all
She's
the
done
stuff that
the worst.
Bill Clinton has done, and
Yeah.
she's defended him, she's accepted it, and she's covered it up for him.
Do you three believe that Hillary is an enabler? Is that the right terminology to use for her?
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's not a better word
No.
for any of this, especially when she threatened me personally.
She's complicit in everything he's done.
Yes.
She's helped him do it.
The rhetoric, the conversation that we're having is that, well, you three and others are about Bill's infidelities. This is just, Bill Clinton and his infidelities, and that's all. What do you have to say to that? How do you react to that kind of a conversation? That this is just Bill's indiscretion.
It's not
His
indiscretion
infidelities, I mean,
at all.
this is not okay. We didn't agree to do this stuff. He pushed
this is
himself on us.
criminal.
So there you go. It's criminal. So basically, in so many words, what they are saying is that Bill Clinton raped them. Bill Clinton is a rapist. And actually, a protester yelled that out at him at a rally, and he said, "Thank you."
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
If you've ever been looking for a way to invest your money, gold can be a very good investment. Let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is one of the best companies in the business dealing with gold and other precious metals. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and can offer spectacular information on investing in gold. All you have to do is call 1-800-932-4108, and they will give you the knowledge that you need to make an investment. Even if you've just been curious about purchasing gold, this is a great group that can provide you with reliable information. Call 1-800-932-4108 and also ask them about some of their ebooks, such as 10 Shocking Reasons Why You Should Buy Gold and the Definitive Gold Guide. These resources are great for anyone, especially those that are just curious about investing. Call 1-800-932-4108. And some of their products that they offer are quite amazing. I mean, they have the gold bars, they have the gold coins, but they also have this thing called a Valcambi bar. And this is basically just a little bar about the size of a credit card that can fit into your wallet, made up of little grams of gold. So anytime that you just want a gram of gold, you just break one of them off. It's really quite neat. So by all means, contact our friends at Capital Gold Group. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. Once again, that is 1-800-932-4108.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls, start saving thousands in interest and fees, and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1132. 800-826-1132. That's 800-826-1132. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. Guys, you need to hear this. You need to hear what these women have to say about Bill Clinton. Because these women were affected by him. Allegedly, according to them, they were raped by him. And you need to hear it with your own ears, what they said. We're going to continue playing the audio bit that we were playing earlier. So go ahead. In the last segment, we're going to go ahead and continue that audio bit.
We were not willing to the acts that he performed.
Absolutely
We were
not.
not willing participants. These were crimes.
Criminal stuff here that he's done.
This is what I would like to say. Rape, physical assault, sexual assault, sexual harassment. I want to say this to the mainstream media, Andrea Mitchell, Jake Tapper, all of these people. These are not infidelities.
No.
A rape is not an infidelity. These are crimes. Any other people would be in jail.
Yes, they would be.
They would be in jail for a very long time. This is no longer about infidelities, indiscretions, girlfriends, sex, interns, none of those. This is about a serial rapist, a predator, and his wife who has enabled his behavior all of these years. She's taken personal betrayals and turned them into political opportunities, and it's just that simple.
We three are victims.
He exposed himself to me. That's a crime. They're not supposed to expose yourself to people.
These are not infidelities.
So in other words, it's not just about Bill, because people are saying also, okay, so Bill raped Juanita Broderick. Bill sexually assaulted Kathleen Willey and Paula Jones, but that's Bill's issue. Hillary has nothing to do
What do you
with
think he's going to do in the White House?
Others. We're not the only ones.
And there are others. But this is only about Bill. That's what they're saying.
She's turned a blind eye
for
decades against what he has done.
Yes.
And she's been the main one to help cover this up and go after us.
After us women, that's right.
Going after you, intimidation and other things. What if she becomes president? I mean, let's just contemplate this for a minute. Hillary Clinton in charge of the military. Hillary Clinton in charge of the CIA, the NSA, multiple intelligence agencies. Hillary Clinton, the most powerful person in the world. What does that... Just think about that for a minute. What does that do to you?
It terrifies me, and it should terrify all women. It should terrify all women.
It should terrify all men and women.
Yeah, people.
She will annihilate any enemy, all of her enemies.
Don't go against her.
Anybody who's spoken against her.
Exactly.
Across the board for I don't know how many years. She will get rid of them. She will spend her entire administration.
How can this not scare people?
She will spend her entire administration ruining these people. That's what she will do. Instead of running the country.
It's frightening.
How can Americans not be frightened about this? How do they think we're sitting here, all three of us, and we're making this stuff up? How can they not be in fear for this woman to run our country?
So that was the accusers of Bill Clinton. The women who are saying that Bill raped them, that Bill Clinton raped them. And guys, you need to hear that. You need to hear what they're saying. All three of them have accounts of Bill Clinton raping them. But Bill, no. Nothing ever happens. Nothing ever happens to the Clintons. They're A-OK. This is all just a big right-wing conspiracy, as Hillary put it, to attack her husband. So here's what I'm going to ask you. Hillary Clinton will be the first woman president. Do you want Bill Clinton to be the first gentleman president? Because it's not just Hillary that's making history here. Bill is too. You think about that. All right, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us tonight. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. For the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and God save this nation.